Best person to talk to. She'll be on your side every time. Talk to your mama, talk to your homegirl. If you don't want to hear anybody else's opinion that may not be flattering to you, then talk to the people that you know. Y'all go to people for advice and then get mad when the shit's not flattering to you. Make that make sense. I don't have people do it to me. Don't come to me for no motherfucking advice. Don't do it. Now, I'm not trying to purposely embarrass people like I feel a lot of times that's what Kevin Samuels be doing. I'm not trying to purposely embarrass anybody, but I'm going to tell you the motherfucking truth. I'm going to tell you the truth. Point blank, plain and simple. I'm going to be honest with you. If you bring your relationship issue to me, and y'all know how I feel about relationships, I haven't masked how I feel about relationships. I think y'all focus on them too much. To me, they're not that big of a goddamn deal. But if that's what you're going to focus on, and you bring the situation to me, then I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to try to embarrass you, but I'm going to tell you the truth, and you may not like it. You may not like what you're hearing. But it is what it is. You see what I'm saying? Y'all can't keep getting mad at the advice you're getting when you grown as hell and still needing advice. Don't nobody really need advice. That's a concept that the advice, I guess, the people who get into this lane is a concept they don't want to be real about. Don't nobody really need advice. You know what you got to do. You know what you got to do. A lot of times people just want to hear somebody else tell them. You know what you got to do. You know the mistakes you've made. And a lot of times you know the mistakes you've made that you won't even voice to anybody. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff you're not even going to say. So you know on the inside, deep on the inside, you know exactly what's going on. You know what you need to do. You just may not want to do it. And a lot of times, a lot of the advice that people get, they don't use it any goddamn way. Motherfuckers ain't using no advice. People want quick. People want comfortable. And therefore, they're not going to use advice because most advice requires you to be still and focus on yourself. People don't want to do that. Nobody got time for that. Everybody trying to get to that dick. Everybody trying to get to that pussy. So you don't really have time to actually take advice on because advice requires you to sit the fuck down and be still for a minute. Pull your pants up for a minute. Close your legs for a minute. It requires that. Take a second. Right? Don't nobody really want advice. Most people, would be honest with you, what most people really want is for you to tell them that everything that they're doing is okay. That everything they're doing is right. That's what people want. Even grown folk. I'm talking about people with kids. Want somebody to tell them that everything they're doing is right. Want somebody to tell them, well, you doing your best. What if you're not? What if you're really not? What if there's a good chance or a slight chance that you're not doing your best? But that's what people want to hear. People want somebody to come in and high-five them on their victimhood and all this shit. You had dudes do that shit all the time when they got, you know, maybe got a baby mama or somebody getting on their goddamn nerves. They want to be a victim and shit. Women run into deadbeat fathers and shit. They want to be victims and shit. Everybody want to be a victim. Oh, that's the lane right there. Everybody want to be a victim, but we have to be real about the fact that we made these decisions. I would argue that motherfuckers ain't even ready for relationships until they 30, 35 years old. I would argue that. You ain't even ready for it. You just want it, but you ain't ready for it. If that's what you want. I mean, I guess I'll say. If that's what you want. I would argue that the normalizing of us being in relationships at a young age is causing problems. I would argue. I would argue that we'd be too young to get into these relationships any goddamn way. We just be doing it because that's what we've been told to do. Had a conversation with a mom, black woman, not a single mother. The child's father, they work, they've been working it out with each other. Child, 13 years old. Mama likely gonna tell me, well, my daughter in her feelings right now because her little boyfriend done made her mad. Now hold on a second. Hold on. Let me let y'all just. I'm gonna let y'all. I'm gonna re-say that so y'all can hear what I said. Woman, not single mother, father's there, black woman. Daughter 13 says she got an attitude right now because her little boyfriend done made her mad. And I'm going to tell y'all the problem with me. One of the biggest problems with me when I hear about people and they talk to me about their kids, I'm always in daddy mode. It can be one of my flaws. Somebody can chalk it up as one of my flaws. I'm always in daddy's mode. Now, this child's father is there. But I'm always in daddy mode. So I sit here and I ask her, what makes you think it's okay for your daughter to have a boyfriend? I ain't even really give a fuck about the part about her having an attitude. How is it okay to you for your daughter to have a boyfriend? Now, at the time, I wasn't talking to the father. I would have asked him to. Like, bro, how you, what? Because typically, dad's going to be a little more protective about that type of stuff. How are you 13? We are allowing our children to enter into boyfriend-girlfriend relationships very young. These are the same women and men that's going to be sitting around calling people like Kevin Samuels at some point. And I was alluding to this on a video I did before when we was talking about relationships. I was talking about how we too young to get in them, but my video got cut off because I could only go in here for an hour. But let me expound upon that. By the time this child who's starting in relationships, I don't know if this is her first relationship, but she's 13 now. By the time she's 21, 22 years old, she's probably going to be done had a little heart broke at least goddamn 6-7 times. At least. Now, I'm not wishing that on this child, but we understand these are young folk. These are young folk. Good chance she going to have her little heart broke. At least she believe it's going to be broke, which is still going to create baggage. Whether it's real love or not, we got to stop that shit. Because we be telling our kid, well, you can't really be in love with them. It don't matter what we tell them. It matters how they feel. And because perception is everything. So if they feel like it's love, they're going to feel that hurt whenever whatever happens. Whether it's little boys, little girls alike. We can tell them it ain't love all day. Doesn't matter what we talking about. It matters how they perceive it and how they going to carry it. That's what matters. Not what we think. We know because we grown. You know, they know love. That's that little puppy love. We can say that shit all day. It will not matter when that child is counting how many times they done had their heart broke. How many times they've been disappointed in men. How many times they've been disappointed in women. That's not what you talked about ain't going to matter then. Because now they building that bag. And that's a bag that they're going to carry throughout the rest of their relationships. But we allow our children to be in those. We allowing that shit. How you letting your baby girl be in a relationship at 13 years old? That's not old enough to be dating. Not to me anyway, I guess. In my opinion, based on the research I'm doing out here on what this 13-year-old becomes when she's 30. What this 13-year-old becomes when she's 40. When she calling Kevin Samuels. Huh? We don't want to hear this shit though. Because this has been normalized in this society. Our kids are getting in relationships way too young. And you can tell by a lot of the comments that I see out here, we be 40 years old, but our minds are still 13. Same little stupid ass shit hurting your feelings over and over again. You're getting disappointed about the same ass shit over and over and over again. Like, it's like we don't get tired. Still seeking validation through relationships. You can't do that. You have to be validated before you get there. Now, I'm not going to play like I'm no relationship coach, no relationship guru, or nothing like that. But I know people. I know psychology. I understand the things that I've paid attention to in my lifetime. A lot of people seek validation through relationships. Feel like they ain't shit if they ain't in one. Like this life is all about mating, finding love. Not saying it's wrong if that's one of your pursuits in life, but that can't be your only pursuit in life. That can't be the only one. Motherfuckers' pursuits in life be get a job, be able to pay my bills, and be in a relationship. That's it. That's the value of life to everybody. We put way too much stock in there. And dealing with folk ain't that easy. It isn't that easy because everybody has their own experiences. Everybody got certain types of baggage going on. And you got, men out here shaming single mothers, and I don't even understand it. It's so weird to watch that happen. Now, I understand you can tell a woman she can need to make a better decision, but the way men treat women with kids and the stuff I hear people saying, it's like it's men's that are leading women to be in the situation and then shaming women for being in the situation. It's weird. It's real weird to me. I can honestly say I completely disagree with it. Because what I notice is that men ain't trying to be real about it, really. A woman can't get herself pregnant. So for you to tell this woman that she ain't worth a fuck because she got a kid, has a child with another man, and she ain't with that man, she can only do that. That can only be a situation if the man. But it's men shaming women for it. And women allow themselves to be shamed for that. Now, if you got 6 baby daddies, you know what I'm saying? This ain't for you, all right? My sympathies, they're not for you, okay? This ain't for you. 6 is a little, excessive, right? 6 is a little excessive. But if you got 1 or 2, I don't understand how you allowing men to come shame you for that. Or you allow yourself to be angry because men are trying to shame you for that. Don't be mad. If a motherfucking man come through here and say, hey, I don't want to deal with women that got kids. Okay, don't be mad. Don't get in the comment section leaving fucking paragraphs explaining yourself to niggas. Don't do none of that shit. We done got too old for that. I don't need to see, I be seeing whole goddamn dissertations of people explaining themselves to other motherfuckers. If somebody say they don't rock with you, hell, it's women that say they don't fuck with men and got kids or got baby mamas. You think I'm about to explain myself? I'm not. Okay, life goes on. I don't even let it enter me. That can't affect me. A lot of times I see us allowing ourselves to be just open out here, crying all in comments, showing your bitterness, showing your disdain, showing your anger, all in comments and shit, all over posts every goddamn where. You don't have to explain yourself to nobody. If a motherfucker say they're not interested in you, that's okay. Everybody gonna not want to fuck with you, or everybody not gonna want to fuck with you. That's all right. You have to learn to be okay with that. Nothing wrong with that. Might be a woman out here be like, man, I hate motherfucking dudes with beards. Am I going to cry now? Leave a whole paragraph on why I decided to grow a beard and what I like about my beard and how you can't tell me what to do with my beard? Like, no. No, I'm not. I'm not even going to pay that shit no attention. Fine, that's perfectly cool. Before, it was wearing our feelings on our sleeves. People used to say that shit. You wear your heart on your sleeve. Now motherfuckers wearing their heart in comment sections. Mad. Because somebody didn't come call you high value. You need another motherfucker to call you high value? You're not built for no relationship anyway. If it takes another motherfucker telling you that you're high value, then you're not built anyway. You haven't learned how to validate yourself. You think a motherfucker can come tell me my value? Huh? Based on my understanding, the only high value man that exists is one that makes 6 figures. Rich guys, wealthy guys, these are the only ones that can be high value. You think I'm about to cry about that? Because I'm not a motherfucking millionaire. I work hard, but I ain't rolling in no $150,000 a year. I ain't about to get on here and lie to y'all. A lot of motherfuckers will lie about it, y'all women. Be careful about niggas who lie about how much money they make to get pussy. Alright, I put an asterisk by that, highlight it, you be careful. Because I done told you, people been telling you, but you don't be paying attention. You still like to be wooed with niggas faking like they got money. But how you gonna be mad at somebody who's telling you that either you don't have value or you're not high value? How you gonna be mad when the fact of the matter that you needed that validation, you need to look at yourself and be mad at that? Like, why is this affecting me? A lot of us don't ask that question, especially when we're talking about social media. Ask yourself sometimes, why is this affecting me? Why do I feel anything about this? There's a good chance there's a flaw in your character that you ain't dealt with yet. Now, we're not talking about issues that affect black people as a whole. Privatized prison complex, institutional racism, the fact that they still lynching black men and women out here, cops still killing black men and women out here, and America 3Ks don't get this shit fucked up incorporated is allowing it. Not that type of stuff that bothers you, because that should. Ask yourself, why the fuck everything somebody say about a relationship, whether it be their rules or whether it be with their beliefs, why does that bother you? Why are you in the comment section explaining yourself? Talking about how much you don't care or whatever the fuck you doing. Why are you doing that? Ask yourself that. And I promise, once you start down this line of questioning, you may learn a lot about yourself. It may be some shit that you need to work out before you're even thinking about being in a relationship anyway. But that's the work that nobody want to do. And these motherfucking relationship coaches damn sure ain't gonna tell you. Kevin Samuels ain't gonna tell you this. Derek Jackson's old bitch ass, he not gonna tell you this. Why is it taking me to validate you? I will do that for you. Because I actually want us to be stronger. I'm not making money from us being weak. The only way these motherfuckers make money is if you weak. And we talked about that last time we got on this subject. It's the only way they make money if you weak. I sincerely want us to be stronger as a people. Mentally, emotionally, I want us to be stronger for real. So then my question would be to anybody, Why is anything that's being said affecting you? Unless it actually applies. And if it applies, you need to get to work. You don't need to be typing. We see you can type. That's not the work you need to do. We see you can comment and post emojis. Clearly, you don't need no practice there. There's some other work you need to do. Once you start down this line of questioning, how is this person, why is this person affecting me? Why are they being able to make me upset? I don't even know them. Why is their standards for their relationship or what they want in a person? Why is that affecting me? Because I used to get it too. I would do, when I'd be on YouTube talking about shit about relationships, shit I like, shit I don't like, man, I'd be getting cussed the fuck out. You tell to a big girl that you don't like women with stomachs and big stomachs, you don't like overweight women, oh, they'll cuss your ass out. Don't even know me though. And haven't thought to think, well, damn, why do I care what this person thinks? I used to have women that would be in full-blown relationships mad. Like, lady, it's a dick in your mouth. What are you mad about? Married women. Ring on your finger. Dick not in your mouth, because y'all know y'all stop sucking dick after y'all get married. I didn't say it. The married men are saying it about y'all, so y'all take that up with them. But you got a ring on your finger, right? Why are you mad at me and what I like and what I don't like? What does that have to do with you? Huh? What that got to do with you? Shouldn't matter to you. What I like in a woman shouldn't matter to you. What I consider high value shouldn't matter to you. Unless you're trying to court me. Personally court me. Personally come and seek out me. Then you still shouldn't be mad. You need to be making a list. Write this shit down. Get to work. And when you get done with the work, come present yourself. Show up. I heard your list of shit. I want you specifically. I'm coming after you specifically. I heard your list. I went to work on it. Here's what I got to show. That's the only way that shit would even be relevant. Y'all need to stop letting people tell you, instruct you, insult you. Stop it. Stop. And stop crying about it every day. Aren't y'all tired of crying? Like, it's to me, I feel like by now, motherfuckers should be tired of crying. About the same old shit. Look at what they said, y'all. You know. So what? Let them say it. That's on them. They have to carry that. Whoever fucks with Kevin Samuels in a romantic way, they have to carry that. They got to carry his standards. Not you. You think he speaks for all so-called high-value men? Y'all women really believe that? Enough to let him make you mad? Y'all really believe that? These motherfuckers speak for themselves. They speaking for themselves. And since y'all women are in this position where y'all always, and I'm sorry, but it's the truth, y'all always looking for dick or looking for a relationship of some kind that makes you low-hanging fruit. Makes you low-hanging fruit. You can have a motherfucker like Derek Jackson, and I'm using these two because they're diametrically opposed to me. So I'm just using these two as an example. You can have a motherfucker like Derek Jackson who makes his money off weak women, or you can have a motherfucker like Kevin Samuel who makes his money off weak women. Simple. There is no interest in making you strong. I don't feel like these motherfuckers have any interest in actually making men or women strong. They want men to become better predators. And I'm not talking about predators in a way of sexual predators, but better serial daters, or better predators when it comes to, you know, what club to go to, where to go to get and find as much pussy as they can. So at one side of their mouth, they saying this, teaching dudes how to procure pussy. Out the other side, they telling you that you're not worthy of a high value man. How y'all let that shit slide, I don't know. But the fact that you let it anger you, the fact that you let it upset you is my main issue. Because I be getting the video sent to me. Look at this motherfucker. Look what he doing. He probably gay. Oh, okay. Alright. Cool. Don't let that upset you. You letting that upset you. So that's something you got to work out within yourself. There's a void inside of you. There's a void inside of many of us. We give a fuck so much about what somebody else talking about. And we feel like, especially we feel like our lives ain't where they're supposed to be. If you are the man who can't seem to, you know, get women or something like that, and that's everybody's goal, right? There's something wrong with us. We got a real low bar about what life's supposed to be about.